Okay, we're trying again, and we'll see if we can get the audio to work. Back again with LA Satis. I'm going to try to do turn 41 to 43, but this time with audio. We lose Illwinter this turn, and because I'm going through this the second time, I'm going to be a little more frustrated than perhaps I might have been under normal circumstances. We do got to check this out. This is a Tyrant coming in. Soul Vortex, he's going to have all kinds of buffs, but like, let's look at him. 5 gems, 10 gems. The Fallen Wings gives Trample. That's really the thing here. Fear is nice, but Trample is really nice. So it's fine. Lightning Resistance, fair enough. A little bit of Reinvigoration. Somewhat anti-synergistic, but not really. Getting more than enough self-buffs off to live forever. And just trample all my guys to death. My guys aren't even going to be able to hit him, probably. I would imagine his protection is high. Yeah, 30 prot versus, well, those guys, not a chance, but the Falchions do 19 slashing. Really not. I mean, the Falchineers are like your best unit as LA Satis, like your best recruitable unit. That's not mages, obviously. And that's your best unit. It just doesn't cut it because they have such a low damage attacks. We'll have a look at the rating. Yeah, these provinces are targets because they're high income. I counter raid for Satis, for Caelum. Caelum pops on this guy's fort with a real army with modest mage support and decent fire support, especially. Yeah, this is a lot of like crossbows, holy crossbows, a lot of normal crossbows. Yeah, that's nice. And then raiding. Tianqi has stopped raiding into Caelum, which is nice. Looks like you won a raid here. Basically, anytime you wins a raid and the other guy can't retreat, it's an amazing thing. Getting into a three-way war here. Like, not sure what Atlantis is hoping to accomplish with these little raids. Like, if you're gonna take objectives, like, by all means, like, this is an objective. This is an objective. But, like, little piddly raids into Xibalba are not objectives. Xibalba's getting attacked by Yeoman. We know that. And we're already fighting Yeoman in another front. So, like, the thing here would be to get some scouts so you can see what's going on here and decide which way to tilt the balance. Like, if Yeoman's winning, then you attack Yeoman. If Xibalba's winning, you attack Xibalba. Like, contrast this scout versus this scout of Tianqi that Caelum's established prior to attacking Tianqi. This scout of Midgard that Caelum established prior to attacking Midgard, and this scout of Pythium that I maintain in order to see how he's going to be attacking me. We have less scouting information to the north, but really it's like not that bad. Yeah, to the south we just have very little information. This is a little bit of Utgard as well. That's why we have more info to the north. Yeah, so what's going on with Atlantis? Little things. We're not going to bother checking them out. Little things. Just pinging with commander, not sure how that happened. What? Why is there a commander of Ohm here? Okay. That's weird. Little things, Blood Marshal getting killed here. Just too many Gamherdings. Too many Jotun Herdmen. Can kill things like that. It's not really an army, so I'm not going to watch it. Scratty. Oh, this is unfortunate. We should watch this. This is a good... Learning opportunity. So yeah, I would have made this guy a Mace of Eruption, probably given him most of these items, except for the Fire Ring. That definitely wasn't me. Me being Satis here. So he's got a nice little buff script, Quicken Self, Skeletal Body, things like that. Changes form and attacks. Now, the trouble with that script is that in these 4-player Disciples matches, it's actually pretty likely that you run into multiple sets of units on the same tile, and that change shape command goes through every single time. And that wouldn't be a problem. Like, he's just fighting a scout here, except the Jotun Wolf form, so it goes from the normal Scrotty caster to the werewolf to the Jotun Wolf. And the Scrotty caster and the werewolf both have full slots, but the wolf proper only has 2. So it's kind of unfortunate when this happens. When you're just playing like in a standard multiplayer environment, that's not like this doesn't really happen that much. And you can use this form as useful because it's stealthy. And there's times when you'll deliberately want to activate that. Okay, fine. Let's jump to 41 because I don't really want to sit here and do the same turn over and over again. Okay, we're getting stacks of fire gems. I should have shown you guys. I'm sending lightless lanterns to Caelum and Utgard using my little fire mages. This is. We should look at these. Global enchantments. So last turn we put up Wrath of God. Wrath of God's a really kind of neat but not amazing global. Maybe it's amazing. Hit percent. So this is like universal. It's over the entire map. Everything's got a 2% chance of getting hit within our dominion. That's 2% times our dominion in addition. So it can actually get quite high here. Plus turmoil. We don't have any turmoil, so that doesn't really matter. And it's 9 armor negating damage. That's enough to do some serious damage to humans. Most other critters would just shrug off 9 damage, but it can still like act as lower their HP going into combat, so it's still useful. And then Blood Vortex went up on Bogarus's turn, which is awesome. This is going to be the highlight of this episode. There is a big attack here. I'm attacking Pythium stack. I have the necessary chaff. You always have to have chaff. And then I've got support from Hordes of Skeletons for more chaff generation. And I've got Banefire for evocation damage. And I've got Flaming Arrows for more firepower. And I've got Acid Bolt for more firepower. And I've got Shadow Blast here somewhere, which is an amazing spell. Shadow Blast is Death 2. I'm going to be casting it with Death 4. That means Area of Effect 8. With the chance of doing 22 magic resistance negates, but armor negating damage. They can also paralyze. Sweet, let's look around. So Less Draconian Tyrant, can't do much about that. Bakumoto Chief, gonna try and assassinate that guy, kill him good and dead. Got some little raids. Don't like. There's no. He brought a lot, but he wasn't against a lot. It's the raiding lifestyle. Let's have a look at this guy who got magic faced here. 2 Frostbrands, a Dust Dagger. Dust Daggers are nice because of draw blood. For killing some types of super combatants are useful there. Ring the Warrior for extra attack skill. And lots of defense, and I don't think we're even going to be able to hit this guy. Summon Earth Power, Iron Skin. Yeah. 20. Personal regen. Yep. Just boom. These guys' stats are terrible, which doesn't, well, they're not terrible. They're about human. attack skill and defense skill, but with low attack density. But they're never going to hit this guy. Attack 23, defense 22, not a chance. Not with 3 weapons to negate attacks. Like, and his defense is barely getting harassed because my attack density is so low. Anyway, that's a problem we're dealing with. He got magic phased in, so killed a few guys. This guy has a bit of a different build than our Bog Mummy on our team that Utgard has. He's holding up a global enchantment. This is Illwinter. And he's got a somewhat light thug kit, actually. So 10, 10, 5, 5, another 5, another 5, and 5 blood slaves. This is a light thug kit, but he's immortal, so you can risk him like this. Because you know you're going to get him back. So yeah, he's coming in raiding Caelum. Caelum's dealing with like some shit here, right? So Caelum's getting 2 super combatants coming in. One from Relay, one from Vedheim, and he's trying to attack Midgard here while dealing with Midgard's raiders. He's done a good job dealing with Midgard's raiders, but it kind of this is a principle like from Dota. So where you push the hardest, the enemy will react the hardest. So he's pushed this team, which has meant that I bet you this team is not even trying to attack the other teams. Because it's a little, you can't, none of your actions occur in isolation. So there's some fights here. That's decent. That's a little, there's no real reach support here, but there's a lot of chaff. These guys don't have shields. They do have helmets though, so crossbows aren't guaranteed wins. Wailing winds come up. Few ice elementals, few horrors coming in from the sounds of things. Ice elementals should die. Oh, that's a shadow blast. Does some damage. Not sure what that spell is. These meteorite guard actually hit fairly heavy. They've got piercing magic weapons. So they don't really care too much about the ice elementals. They do care about crossbows though, unfortunately for them. And Caelum's just generating a touch of chaff in the front, really not that much. And the crossbows carry the day. So well played, Caelum. That's 100 units. Probably lost this guy to like a projectile or something. So maybe 1,000 gold of damage. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty quiet here. A little bit of raiding by Atlantis. Oh, his god's back. So we finally called his god back, and it looks like he's got another kit here. Sculptata Volturnus. So it's a little bit of a lightning resistance kit. That's 20 lightning resistance. It's a defense kit, 31 defense with the quickness. And I'm not sure what the appeal of the Flesh Eater is. Like if he's worried he's going to run into a super combatant. But we haven't really seen this team deploy super combatants as of yet. And like, yeah, I'm sure there's another item he could make instead. But regardless, it's your disciple reading some PD, getting hit by an event, reading some PD, reading some PD. Okay. Reading some PD, reading some PD. I mean, like, look at this. It's so much chaff. It's so much chaff, and it's so unsupported. You can't really do this at turn 42. This is for sieging, and you should really be trying to protect your chaff at this stage. The chaff you bring Chaff isn't something that you need a ton of, you just need the right amount of. Let's see how we're going here. Oh, cool. We'll check this out, and then we'll go to the next turn. So we've got a body ethereal. So these guys are just going to be point buffing body ethereal from the looks of things. And on this side we have like an actual communion going up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We would have like some communion slaves here. This guy's a communion master with a 3 magic boost, so that's 8 communion slaves. So it would be Seth Kona here as communion slaves. Yeah. And there would be 8 slaves. And there's Growing Fury and Howl. Growing Fury is an interesting spell. You don't really see this too much to activate Berserk, but it doesn't give Berserk with a bonus. It gives just flat Berserk. So the only really thing it does is it prevents routing, which can be sometimes useful. And it prevents repel thugs, because if you go Berserk, you cannot be repelled. Let's go to turn 43. That's why we're here, to see the epic fight. And we'll just check events quickly, because that's always important. I think we kill that. Oh, yeah, you can't do this. So this is a water bottle assassin with an amulet of the dead. So he's going to generate skeletons. However, of all the things to try and kill with ice elementals, or even water elementals, Sauromancers are tough, because Sauromancers really only have one self buff the AI likes to cast. That's Invulnerability. They don't even like to cast Soul Vortex. And then they go straight to Horde of Skeletons. So Invulnerability 25 doesn't do these guys any good. Horde of Skeletons, however, can beat a lot of water elemental assassins and ice elementals too. So we actually get that bottle of living water, which is pretty nice. We're getting hit more by Dreams of Relay. And let's check out the show. So we have a lot of things, and they are going to attack. We have a lot of evocation, and they are going to evoke. And we have a lot of archers or crossbowmen that are going to blast crossbows into people's faces. We've got here, we've got a communion coming up. We've got hordes of skeletons and the moss body point buffs. Let's just watch. Okay, so the first round of crossbows land in the militia, which are just PD. Second round right here. And there's a Shadow Blast coming in. It's going to do some damage. Yeah, everything's collapsing. I'm not even seeing the Bane Fires come off. Give me a Bane Fire. No, just too much action too quick. So yeah, this is how it's overwhelming, but it's overwhelming because I want to take minimal casualties. I did lose 26 chariots. He lost a lot of mages, 23, 24, and 7 of them are cap only. And he lost his chaff. And chaff is important too, just not as important in some ways. So yeah, we're just going to roll with that opportunity and keep pushing forward. What's our siege strength here is 433. Fort here, wall integrity is 250. That's the best fort Pythium can make. So get ready. Get ready to get wrecked. Thanks for watching, guys.